I cut the check, I cut the check, I cut the check. Tell my niggas we up next, so we up next. She shot a text, she shot a text, she shot a text. Kill the I might put the bitch to bed. Put a nigga on that same shit. I've been ballin' with my niggas, Kevin Cambridge. Oh, you drippy, but you better tuck your chain quick.
What's good, y'all, man? We back with another video. We back. And we got a specific topic to talk about now. I couldn't talk about the NBA Finals. Wow, I would get a phone call as soon as I start. But I couldn't talk about the NBA Finals because we didn't get game 6 yet. Game 5. It's too late to react to that. You already know about game 5 already. But we have this Damian Lillard situation that I feel like we got to talk about, man. Now you heard that they came out with the fake rumors that he's going to request a trade in a few days, and then he had that USA post practice interview where he said that was a lie, and I like how he came out with that because a lot of reporters these days just be making up lies just to get attention. He came out and said that was a lie, but the one thing I realized in that interview, he didn't say that he's here for Portland for life, like he didn't say that, all right, I'm here in Portland to stay. He just said that whole I'm going to request a trade in the next couple of days, that's a lie. But he didn't give no hints to where, I don't know if I'm going to be staying here. But what he said was a lie. So, I want to talk about Dame because I feel like it's about time for him to leave Portland. And I think he realized that. In the interview, he was saying, we lost to a Nuggets team that was injured. They had their second best player out. And you just look at this team, we're not a championship contending team. And everybody realized that. And I'm happy that he's realizing that. A lot of NBA fans was realizing that from the jump, from a long time. But it took him a long time to realize that because Dame is such a loyal player and he just wants to grind. He wants to give his team a championship. And it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. It doesn't. And then you look at this team that they had this year. You got Robert Covington. You got Yusuf Nurkic back. You got, why do I feel like I'm forgetting another wing? Oh, Derrick Jones Jr. This team looked like a better team than they had last year. It looked like a better team than they had when they went to the Western Conference Finals. But they lost in the first round. I was on here on a podcast saying that I picked Dame to win the MVP this year because when you look at the team around him, it just looks so perfect. But this team didn't live up to the hype. They were a 6 seed. And they lost in the first round to an injured team, and I'm happy that he's realizing this is the ceiling for the team. They're not gonna win no championship no time soon, so it might be time for him to request that trade, and I'm hoping he does request it. Even though that rumor was true, I'm hoping there is some truth to that rumor where he's gonna request a trade this summer because I really need to see Dame on a new team because Portland is just not going to be it. Nobody's coming to Portland's door no time soon. The talent that they have, they're a really, really talented team. But I can name 10 teams better than them. On each side, I can name 10 teams better than them. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he just has to go. But for Portland, this could be a huge W. It really could. As a team, as an organization, it could be a huge W. Let's say you keep Dame. Still have one of the best players in the world. And let's say you keep this whole core. Still have a very fun team. You're going to sell tickets. People are going to watch y'all because you have Dame, you have CJ. You're not going to get no free agents, but it's going to be a really fun team. But let's say you trade Dame. Yusuf Nurkic has already said he wants to be gone if Dame's gone. Which, to me, I don't understand what... Yusuf Nurkic has been bugging on Twitter a lot lately, but I like him, so I ain't going to say nothing. But still, I don't know. I don't understand why he wants to leave. I guess he just a fan of Dame so much that if he leaves, he wants to leave too. Dame's gone. You have CJ. CJ, before he got hurt, he was locked as an all-star. He was locked. And then you have Robert Covington. Robert Covington can go out there and give you a first-round pick. And his character, I believe he can give you a first-round pick. They have a lot of pieces to sell. If they just want to jump into the rebuild, let's say Dame's requested a trade. All right, we're getting rid of a superstar. Might as well get rid of it all. Get rid of it all. That was hard. Get rid of it all. So when you look at it, they have a lot of pieces. Yusuf Nurkic is 27. He's young. A good center. He after their injury, He was a top 5, damn near top 5 center before the injury. After the injury, he kind of faded off on defense and other stuff, but he's still a really good center. So he can definitely give you a couple pieces. He could probably give you a young player. You got Robert Covington. My Lakers right now, we would trade number 24th pick. I think that's our pick. We would trade that for Robert Covington, and we'll give them Kuzma in a heartbeat. Mavericks. They'll trade a first round pick in a heartbeat for him. A lot of contending teams will trade a first round pick for Robert Covington because he's just that good. Doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's a 3-point shooter and a really great defender that can guard 1 through 5. He can give you a first round pick. CJ McCollum. Do I really have to talk about CJ McCollum? Yeah, he's 28, 29. All-star. I'm giving him that all-star now. He would have made it. It sucks that he got injured. He broke his foot. He would have made it over anybody. He would have made it. He probably would have been a starter. Bro, CJ was the best player on the team in the first month. One of the Portland Trailblazers. He was killing. So, he would have made it. All-star CJ McCollum. He can give you a lot of pieces. He can. And then you're trading Dame, too? He can give you a lot of pieces. My whole thing was I wish it would have kept Gary Trent Jr. because now it looked like Norman Powell is gone. He's gone. But you got Ant Simons on that team. A player I really like, bro. Torch. I just feel like you give him the keys. Not to the whole organization, of course. But, like, let him start. I just feel like he will be a rising star in the league. You got Nasir Little. I guess CJ Ellaby, however you say his name. And then you're getting the picks and the young players that you're getting back from the Dame, CJ, Yusuf Nurkic trade. Portland have the leverage to have like a really good rebuild because they got a lot of pieces to trade, bro. They have a lot of pieces to trade. But then when you look at Dame Lillard trade options, and I like what my guy Pee Wee the Plug from Through the Wire said. He said he will only trade Dame for a concrete player. A lot of these people was thinking about, let's go trade him for James Wiseman and Andrew Wiggins. No. I was going to put that, I have 4 or 5 trades that I'm going to tell you guys about. And I was going to put that trade in there, but I just don't like that trade. For both sides. You're getting Andrew Wiggins and James Wiseman for Damian Lillard. I would take a lot more offers out there over that option. And I like Andrew Wiggins. I feel like Andrew Wiggins had a resurrection season. But then you're putting him on a team by himself. He's just going to play like he did in Minnesota. It's going to be underwhelming. You're getting James Wiseman. He's a cool player. He probably has a lot of potential. But as of right now, James Wiseman ain't nothing. We don't even know if he can stay healthy. I'm not trading Damian Lillard for him and Andrew Wiggins. Even if you give me a lot of picks after that. I'm not doing that. That's terrible. That is terrible. I'll take it RJ Barrett over that. That is terrible, bro. That is terrible. So, when you look at Damian Lillard trade options, and like I said, I agree with what he said. I'm only trading Damian Lillard for concrete players. So, you look at these trades. First trade we got that I came up with is Damian Lillard to the Heat. Now, this might just go against everything I just said. But this is just such a big offer that you just have to take it. Goran Dragic, Kendrick Perkins, Tyler Hero, Preston Achiuwa, and 3 first-round picks for Damian Lillard. For both sides, I love it. We can mess with Tyler Hero all we want. Tyler Hero is still a really good player with a lot of potential. Like that, I don't believe that playoffs last year was a fluke. I don't know what was up with him this season, though. I really don't. But I don't believe that was a fluke. And Kendrick Nunn, I feel like he's still a really good player that has a lot more potential that he can tap into with a bigger role. He didn't have a bigger role on this Heat team because, yes, they were trying to contend. They were trying to win, so he didn't get a lot of chance to develop. And then you have Goran Dragic right behind you. So it's kind of hard to develop when you have a really good veteran behind you or sometimes even in front of you. Sometimes Goran Dragic starting. And then you're in a mode where you guys are trying to win. So I feel like Kendrick Nunn and Tyler Hero got a lot of potential, and then you got Preston Achiuwa, who he's showing his potential in the Olympics right now. He's a really good player. I like Preston Achiuwa. I like him a lot. He actually played really good defense on KD, and I'm not just talking about the block. He played some really good defense on KD. And then you're getting 3 first-round picks for Damian Lillard. Bag that with Goran Dragic, who can go out there if you want to flip him again. He can give you a couple first-round picks. Probably a young player. Like I said, these older guys are guys that contending teams are going to want. So Goran Dragic is going to be a player that a lot of teams are going to want. So I just feel like that's a great deal for both teams. And then when you look at the Heat, they need a closer. They need a dominant scorer. We can say all we want about Jimmy Butler, but dominant scorer, a great scorer, he's just not. Yeah, he did really good in the finals, but like that's not Jimmy Butler. That's just not. It's not. So I just feel like Damian Lillard will fit so well with this team. Then you go on to the next option. Dame to the 76ers. I'm pretty sure y'all heard this trade offer a million times. Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, Tyrese Maxey, and 3 first-round picks. That's a concrete player. That's my whole thing. Trading Dame for a concrete player. Ben Simmons, multiple-time All-Star, multiple-time All-Defensive player. Only can get better. He's 24. Already a multiple-time All-Star. You get him Matisse Thybulle. Already a lockdown defender. If you tap into his offensive side, he can be a great two-way in this league. You're getting Tyrese Maxey. We see what Tyrese Maxey can do in the playoffs. Off the bench scoring guard who has a lot of potential to probably be a starting guard in this league. So that's a really good trade for them. Then you get the 3 first-round picks behind that. You get one of their picks this year. So you can get a player in this draft, which to me, this draft is deep as hell. It's deep. It's 1 through 50 deep. I don't really know about the last 10 players. I don't know about that. But like 1 through 50, you're going to get a good player. So everybody's going to have a decent draft this year to me if you pick right. So yeah, you get a player from this year's draft. Then you go to the Knicks. Now, like I said, concrete players. Knicks don't really have a concrete player, but when you look at this trade offer, you can't pass up on it. Especially if you're the Knicks. You're bringing Damian Lillard to the Knicks. Players are gonna want to come and play with Damian Lillard. Especially when y'all winning again. They're gonna want to come and play. God damn. They're gonna want to come and play with the Knicks. Especially if they're winning again. And I just feel like this would be a really good trade package. Kevin Knox, RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly, and 2 first-round picks or 3. I see some Knicks fans, they were like, we need to decline that trade if that ever happens. Why? Emmanuel Quickly's cool. I don't know what his ceiling is. Obi Toppin's 25 already. 1 year younger than Giannis. Obi's 25. RJ Barrett, he's cool, but I don't think his ceiling will ever reach. I don't want to put a ceiling on a player, but come on now, it's Damian Lillard. Kevin Knox, he don't even play, so why do you care about that? I just feel like this would be a really good trade for both teams. And then you look at the Portland Trailblazers, look what they're starting with. Anthony Simons, Nasir Little, RJ Barrett, Kevin Knox, Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly, 4 first-round picks. That's a nice little concrete start to start that rebuild up. And like I said, with the Knicks, getting Damian Lillard, players are going to want to come and play there. Especially when you're winning again, you got Julius Randle, you got Mitchell Robinson. They're going to want to come and play there. And you might be like, why would Dame go there or want to go there when it might be a worse situation than it is in Portland? Dame knew. He even said it. Nobody's coming through Portland's door no time soon. Everybody's getting paid. And the talent that's getting paid is just not enough. When you go into the Knicks, only person that's getting paid on there, Julius Randle. And you. A lot of players are going to want to come to New York instead of going to Portland. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing why I say this is a good trade for the Knicks and for Dame. And I think this is my last one. Another one y'all heard a lot, but this one I kind of like. I really like this one. Now I don't know if you're going to get Aaron Gordon in this trade, but still, if you can, get him, because Aaron Gordon's like 26. He's still got a lot of potential. Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Bol, 3 first-round picks for Damian Lillard. That deal is amazing. It is. That will help out Jokic so much if you're looking at the Nuggets, bro. If you add Damian Lillard to the team, bro, they're winning a championship. Bring back Paul Millsap. Let him start at the 4 again. Running Dame. Who will be the 2? Damn. Will Barton, he can come back, even though he just declined his offer. Will Barton and Paul Millsap, and then Jokic, and off the bench we got Shaquille Harrison, PJ Dozier, Facu Campazzo, Najee Harris. Najee Harris, Zeke Najee, Marcus Howard. Like, you got a fun bench. That would be a really fun team to watch. And then when you look at Portland, man, this is why I really like this, especially for Portland. I believe Jamal Murray might be out for at least a huge part of the next season because he tore his ACL or Achilles. I want to say in May or April, towards the end of the season. So that usually takes like 9 months to recover. So he's gonna be out for a big part of the next season. So that would mean y'all losing a lot. Y'all taking a lot. You taking, and then you already got Anthony Simons, like I said, Bobo, a player that's not really getting the opportunity. You get him an opportunity, maybe you find a diamond in the rough. And like I said, Aaron Gordon is a really decent player. I feel like that's probably the best trade option out of all these trades. Of course, the Ben Simmons one might be cool, but I don't know. It's between that one. And then one more that I didn't draw up, but like on top of my head. Damian Lillard for Jaylen Brown. Couple picks. Probably another player, Romeo Langford. You're getting another concrete player from Portland. But like for Dame and for the Celtics, they still not on nothing. I'm not gonna lie, they not on nothing. The Celtics, that's a hard spot. Like before the Celtics hired Ime Udoka and Magic hired the Mosley guy. If you was to ask me what's coaching job I would take the Orlando one. I just like the core that they have already. The Boston Celtics core, yeah, they got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, but like I don't know how they get better. I don't. Because then you look at it, I don't know what they need. And then when you compare them to these other juggernauts in the East, we can say whatever we want about the 76ers. They're beating them. I damn near picked the Heat over them. You got the Bucks, who I pray so much. I pray that they win this final. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This whole postseason turned me into a big Giannis fan. I pray that they win this. And then you got the Nets. They're the fifth best team in the East. Then you got the Hawks. I'm taking the Hawks over them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking the Hawks. I might damn near if the Knicks. Nah, I ain't gonna take that. I ain't gonna do that much. They're a top 16, even with Damian Lillard. That's what I was seeing. Like I don't know what the Celtics can do to get better. I don't know what they need, bro. I don't. Hey, man. Let me know what you think about my trades that I came up with. Let me know about trades that you would think would fit. I feel like those are really the only teams that Dame will go to. A lot of the other teams, he can't go to the Lakers. Cannot go to the Clippers. Not Mavericks. Nobody else. He can't, really. So, let me know what you think, man. Other than that, man, this is out. This is out. This is it for this video. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out. Peace out. In the video.